Mike, check 1 2 1 2. Check a 1, check a 2, check a 3 4 5. XtremeTony coming at you with XGWL live. So how's everyone doing? It's your homeboy XtremeTony. Welcoming everyone to the weekly Sunday live stream for November 2nd, 2025. Alright, so let's get the party started. We get our opening contest here. The Canadian hero, Pierce Perch, going one-on-one against Ra, the Sun God. Might be a good card here, but oh yeah, because she won not just because she won the title from Tiffany Stratton. Let's see how well this Canadian hero does against, because he claims to be a title collector, but one thing, like, he's gonna have to prove why, not just like be handed opportunities, because if everyone knows, you have to earn your title opportunities. So here comes Ra, the Sun God. Alright, so let's start sharing the links on the socials. I already took care of it on X now, and then Facebook Messenger. Now I gotta take care of Discord servers next. Okay, got a chance to do some laundry today, go to the gym, and had to deal with the time change last night while I was working. And having to work 11 hours is quite a trip, though. 11 consecutive hours. Damn, look at that complete shot now. Try to go for a springboard moonsault cover. Only gets one. And try to go for another springboard moonsault. Like, one thing is, there's one thing to go for that for one move every once in a while, but to continuously pull off a flurry of maneuver so quickly, as a lot of Sun God prevented that momentum to continue. And now let's see what Ra the Sun God here. Oh, knee to the face. And now, oh man, Ra the Sun God misfiring on that one. Let's see here. And now look at this, wrenching on the arm. And Ra the Sun God, he's not giving up so quickly here. Look, oh! What a maneuver, that detonation kick. And try to go after that leg. He's gonna have to, because one thing I've noticed is they are Respect the Chief, welcome. One thing is, there aren't too many Canadian CEWs, now that I think about it. And now, look at that. Ooh, innovative maneuver by Pierce Perch, but he's got to do better. As Raw the Sun guy is taking the fight to him. Like, because one thing is that if you're gonna call yourself a belt collector, you're gonna have to win a lot and prove why you deserve all those title opportunities and all those titles, for that matter. But I know there's a lot of experts out there that are too fond of a certain belt collector right now. I think she's in AEW. I think she calls herself the CEO. And I think if I go further down, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes, her, Snoop Dogg's cousin. And I wouldn't mind having a night with Mercedes Moné, and this match ends in a double countout. One thing is, that's not gonna. Ahmed, welcome. One thing is that's not gonna help. Pierce Purchase standing there with a match like that. Alright, so let's continue with the card. Yeah, but I like when you guys interact in the chat. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna have ourselves a tag team match. One thing I tend to team up Real Loco and Angela Maravilla quite a bit. I think one of the reasons being is that Angela Maravilla was supposed to be the daughter of XtremeTony and Tammy, but I was like, no, let's wait another year, and that's where Real Loco came into about a year or so later. And now you see there the infamous alliance with the infamous Karen leading the way for her associates in Catalina Cruz and Randy Violet. So yeah, last week absolutely should be interesting. So, last week I had 3 live streams. I had last Sunday's XGWL live show, and then Tuesday I actually had a live stream on WWE 2k24, and then Wednesdays, as always, I've been putting out the episodes of Southern California CEW Titans, the CEW League from yesteryear. So I'm still streaming when yeah. So here comes Here comes the WFA champion, Brianna Loco. Third generation CEW. Daughter of XtremeTony and Tammy. And of course, I do mean my CEW counterpart. Absolutely, CEW running wild. And good observation. And now here comes Angela Maravilla. One thing I've done for most of the 2K showcases in the career mode or whatever, I've always, for the most part, I've debuted a new talent. Like in 2K20 is when I debuted Angela Maravilla. And then 2K22, I think, a new talent, and then 2K23, a new talent. Or actually, no. I think I used two existing talents in that one. And 2K24 is when I debuted two more new talents. And as Brianna Loco starting things off here against Catalina Cruz, because 2K24 is where I debuted Catalina Cruz to represent Cap in that My Rise. And then 2K25, I just went back to my two signature CEWs. As Catalina Cruz started to control things. A cheap shot by Randy Violet. Tagging in Randy Violet now. And look at that. Oh, knocking Brianna Loco off the top turnbuckle and now taking a cheap shot at Angela Maravilla. And now, oh my God, look at that. Damn. The Infamous Alliance is definitely controlling things here. As Brianna Loco and Angela Maravilla have been wiped out. And now referee's up to a 5 count, and Brianna Loco try to recover here and plants that DDT. Shades of her daddy with that float over DDT. I just hope that we don't end up in another double count out here. But no, it's still, and as the Infamous Alliance wins with a count out. Second match in a row. As the heels so far have been taking the easy way out. And yes, I don't blame them one iota. They have every right to boo the heels in that one. Right, but yes, by the way, Q&A session is open. You guys can ask questions. What the hell? Damn, and as Raw the Sun God and Pierce Perch are continuing their fight backstage. I know at this point, it's become a bit of a trope that whenever there's a double countout in a one-on-one match, I tend to have them continue their fight backstage. Look at that super kick by Pierce Perch. And we gotta get security to break up this fight now. As Pierce Perch is going to town with that steel chair, and Raw the Sun guy, he's not gonna just take that fight sitting down. He's they're fighting next to those boxes. And now look at this. Oh my God, what a maneuver by Pierce Perch. And now look at this. Try to go for an armbar. I think this fight is doing more damage than they did in the ring earlier. And now Pierce Perch fighting out of that. Let's see what they're going to do. Oh, goddamn, face first. Both men missing with their respective kicks. And you see there a pallet jack behind a couple of crates. A couple of wooden pallets. I worked in a factory where it was a regular thing to use pallet jacks. And now these two are just exchanging punches, exchanging strikes, as they're both staggering here. And a knife edge chop. And Raw the Sun God wins that exchange with that European uppercut. And now, what is he going to do here? Where is he taking him? Wait, what the? Oh, what a maneuver. And now going to the top of those boxes and grabbing that wooden bat. Oh my God. Eesh. Oh my God. Man, Pierce Perch is not looking good in this fight right now. Damn, shot to the back and now the legs. And Raw the Sun God is fired up. As both men struggling to land their next blow. Now, oh, half and half suplex. Oh man, now he's grabbing the shovel. Damn, got hit with that super kick. And landing that super kick. And now Raw the Sun God looking to put things away here. But we still gotta get security out here. Oh! Damn! Raw the Sun God just laying out Pierce Perch on that one. See, because one thing I still have to remember is every time after a backstage brawl, I always have to turn the entrances back on. Speaking of next match for the women's live title, as we're going to have Terra Toxic challenging Brooklyn Von Braun for the women's live title. Absolutely. One thing that I do like, though, is when you create the movesets on 2K25, you can definitely choose how often they use certain moves. Whether it's once, a few times, a lot, whether it's early in the match or late in the match, wherever the case may be. So that's a welcoming addition. That's a bit of realism, because one thing is you want to use the bigger moves later in the match, and early on you want to use those lesser moves. So keep in mind, and I also like that they brought back the chain wrestling. And here comes Brooklyn Von Braun. The women's live champion.
You suck! You're going nowhere! Oh, come on! Oh, so bad!
One thing I definitely need to do is record more crowd shots for different arenas. So that's a good one right there. And this match should be a good one. As they lock up and now countered by Terra Toxic. Oh. That's the first DDT. And right now, Terra Toxic, the challenger, is really taking the early momentum. Oh. But remember, the momentum can swing at any given moment. As Brooklyn Von Braun. Look at this. Highlight heel. But one thing is, yeah, highlight reel is a good way to for a replay or to use certain things. But yes, I do use the highlight reel to record the crowd shots. Oh yeah, I tend not to type fast. I mean, yeah, I can type fast because I can type like, I think 90 words a minute. And now look at this STF by Brooklyn Von Braun. Ooh, nice super kick. One place that I do have some open roster spots is over in Southern California CEW. Or some towns from yesteryear. Eat your own butterfly effect. Now let's see, Terratoxic. Ooh, nice punch. And now look at this. Terratoxic. God damn. Cover now. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by Brooklyn Von Braun. Nice. One thing. Okay, let's see how many subs I have so far. So far, I have 464 at the time of this recording. I just gotta keep continuing to get more subscribers because I'm getting there. One thing that's helping a little bit gain some views or some traction is sharing a few things on as far as AI goes. I know on X Tammy has been making a few posts. As we're up to a 7 count. And now Brooklyn Von Braun decides to break the streak of matches ending in a countout in tonight's episode. Countered by Terratoxic. And now look at this nice fall-away slam by Terratoxic. And the British-born Punk chick can win this one. Oh, look at that takedown by Brooklyn Von Braun, the All-American cover with that MMA background, the American hero of sorts. Awesome, thank you, appreciate that. And now look at this, Brooklyn Von Braun with a full Nelson. She has it locked in. And what? Oh my God, Terratoxic tapping out. And Brooklyn Von Braun, winner and still XGWL Women's Live Champion. Okay, so queso. Alright, so next match for the men's live title. This one should be a good one. Nick, Bad Attitude Nick Barnett defending against El Noveno. That's like, hell yeah. See, this is what I mean by, for all you CEW League owners, to be a fan of your own show. Because, exactly, because you know who emphasized that more than anyone in CEW? The late Eddie Mack. And then one thing I've been experimenting with in the past couple of days is on Microsoft Copilot, I've been creating these CEW podcasts that last between 5 to 8 minutes. And one thing that, because there's one of the funny things is there's a few things that I've learned and that I've never heard about before that these two co-hosts in the Microsoft Copilot CEW focused podcast talk about. I'm like, really? That happened before? And something I never knew about. And in one of the episodes talk about mailing in your snail mail, mailing in results and wrestlers and things like that. Something I've never heard about before. Because one thing is, I give it talking points, and Microsoft Copilot puts the show together and have these two co-hosts just talk about whatever that thing talks about. I have no control over what the two co-hosts are going to talk about during those podcasts, about 5 to 7 minutes long, and because I've posted them on the XGWL other section on the XGWL Discord. And yes, they're interesting to listen to. Because the most recent episode I posted was about that I dedicated to the late Eddie Mack. Because I've already had 6 episodes of the CEW podcast from Microsoft Copilot. Yeah, give me good suggestions, but one thing is, I definitely need to put out some good talking points, so. Because it's the first episode, I had to talk about the history of CEW, when it started with No DQ CEW, SMF, and No DQ CEW, SMF, Slam and Jam. But they didn't talk about Slam and Jam. They only talked about No DQ CEW. And one, they shipped them from Fantasy to Original, and the only 2 CEWs that they mentioned was XtremeTony and Danny Jackpot. Hey. Yeah, that was Jaquay sneezing. Yeah, this cat loves me. He wants my attention all the time. Jaquay, quit scratching yourself. Something on Jaquay's licking himself, cleaning himself. Yeah, with WEDF. Because there's a lot of there has been so many CEW leagues that have come and gone. And now we get this one underway between El Noveno and Bad Attitude Barnett. There's one thing about these CEW podcasts that have Microsoft Copilot put together is, like, I want to focus on CEW as a whole. Because there's like so many topics that I could have it talk about in those 5 to 7 minutes. Because I've already had to talk about like multi-league events like Conspiracy and VW Prestige, and those are the two main ones that the AI, that Microsoft Copilot put in the podcast cover now. One and only. But again, I don't control what word for word they're going to talk about. All I can do is lay out the talking points, the main things I wanted to talk about, and then they'll do their magic. And now look at this. El Noveno, top rope. Oh, connects with that diving kick. An outstanding moonsault. Or rather, springboard moonsault. I'm looking at the replay. Because when I'm monitoring things, it's like about 5 seconds behind. And now look at this. Oh, what a running kick by Bad Attitude Barnett. One thing I've noticed is that he's a bit undersized compared to a lot of the roster. I know he's still sporting the, oh, what a maneuver, that BK4 branding during the final days of Phoenix Pro. And oh, brainbuster by El Noveno. But one thing is that Bad Attitude Barnett, he's going to have to make his own, leave his own trail. But right now he's on his own here in XGWL. And look at that Hurricanrana. One thing I've been thinking about is retiring a few CWs to make room for some on the main roster and open up some room for new prospects to come in. Because I have a few that I'm considering, but nothing's finalized. It's just a thought right now. And now, Bad Attitude Barnett. And then referee Juan Lopez telling El Noveno to get back in the ring. And now look at this, just punching away. Ooh. Ooh, nice drop kick. Oh! Trying to go for a 630, but El Noveno gets out of the way because. Wait, what the hell? What is going on here? That distraction helping Bad Attitude Barnett. And look at this, punching away. Wait, another distraction? What the hell? And this time someone distracting Bad Attitude Barnett. I wonder who it could be. And now Irish and El Noveno taking advantage. And yeah, in the words of DJ Khaled, another one. Man, this fan is fucking squeaking too much. I may need to spray a little bit of WD-40 on it. Because I have a can of WD-40. Ooh, nice back suplex. And now, both men on the outside. Bad Attitude Barnett plants El Noveno with that DDT. Now, Bad Attitude Barnett drops the elbow from the top row. Kick out. Yep. So close and yet so far away. And that sweep slam by Bad Attitude Barnett, and smart move by El Noveno to roll out of the ring. But I don't think Bad Attitude Barnett is done with him. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh! And El Noveno steps out of the way. And now look at this. Oh, what a sidewalk slam. Modified sidewalk slam, I might add. Oh! Goddamn! Up and first Toronto by El Noveno. And now the cover by El Noveno. 1, 2, and down. Winner and new XGWL Men's Live Champion. Man, despite the distractions, man, this was a really, really good, intense match between these two. Man, what a match between El Noveno and Bad Attitude Barnett. This is what you love to see in CW. Good matches. Alright, so as we go to intermission in XGWL Live, let's go to Blacklist CAW and give you a match between Shane Valentine and Jamari Mito. Hold on. That means Alright, I'm back in the room. Ooh, what a maneuver. One that I'm getting on Facebook is this one MMA gym I went to. One thing is they have good instructors because I signed up for 2 free classes. One was wrestling and the other one was Muay Thai cover. One and only. Because I need to be more well-rounded in my fighting repertoire. Adding more polishing up my kicks and nice springboard drop kick. Because I do MMA and I hit the heavy bag and I throw in both punches and kicks. Like for example, I went to the gym today. It was fight night. It was like primarily punches and a few kicks. In about half an hour on the bike, I got springboard forearm shot by Jamari Mito, and now quick elbow drop. Ooh, that armbar by Jamari Mito. Oh, goddamn, what a maneuver by Jamari Mito with that. By that somersault plancha. I get to look at it again. If you guys are watching still, don't be shy, drop a like. Stay home. Oh, no. Oh, 2 count. Yep. I'm doing that up. I did want to wash my pitch. And then rotate the other ones. Yeah. And now the cover by Jamari Mito. 2! Oh, 2 and then. Now there's Bulldog. Absolutely, like going at it. This has been a brawl between these two. And Jamari Mito picks up the win. So let's get back into as we're exiting intermission, as we're going to have the newest member of the Anarchists, as in Rebel Rose, is going to be taking on Alexis Vixen. Oh my. You see there, El Toro Extremo leading the way for the newest member of the Anarchists, Rebel Rose. Here comes the XGWL Women's Tag Team Champions. You see that Alexis Vixen being accompanied by her tag team partner, Giantinelli. There's a reason why they're the Women's Tag Team Champions. Because both of them have won the Women's World Championship before, and Alexis Vixen is also a former Lady Pro champion as well. Yeah, I can't believe I only had 4.5 hours of sleep last night. Or rather, this morning. After coming home at 5:30 after the time change. And had it still been daylight savings time, would have been 6:30. I've already manually changed the time on my alarm clock, on the nightstand, the coffee maker, and the microwave in the kitchen. Those are the only, and also the clock in the car, in my car, because those are the only 4 things I have to change the clock manually, because the computer automatically updated itself at the time. Same thing with the PS5 and also PS4. Those are the only 2 that I can do that automatically adjusts the time. And now Rebel Rose going to the top rope. Oh, nice tomahawk chop from the top rope. And Alexis Vixen, that shoulder takedown, and now look at this. Ooh, nice leg submission by Alexis Vixen. Ooh, nice snap. Ooh, fisherman suplex. I've been experimenting with really different I like talking though. Because Tammy gets to have her own podcast on it. And also use it to create. Let's see what the next episode is. Cover now. A little preview of that of the live stream from Talkie. And now look at this. Nice inverted suplex by Rebel Rose as we continue here. And I fixed me up a drink a few minutes ago. A little whiskey. Look at this. The road working on the leg of Alexis Vixen. Now wait, what the hell? Is she going for a sharpshooter? And now Alexis Vixen getting back up on her feet. And now look at that clothesline followed up by another one. And now sweeping the leg as Alexis Vixen getting fired up. As they say in the biz, business is about to pick up. And Alexis Vixen taking control here. Oh, nice counter as man. Rebel Rose is surprising us here. We're going to try to go for another sharpshooter. What? Are you serious? Rebel Rose making Alexis Vixen tap out. Man, I am shocked. Rebel Rose picking up wins here for the Anarchists. Yeah, speaking of Anarchists, I mean, their matches aren't over here because Sherman Sampson is about to go one-on-one with another member of the Anarchists. Sherman Sampson is about to go one-on-one with another member of the Anarchists. This time against Blake Rose. This time against Blake Rose. I mean Blake Stone, sorry. There's a reason why I have the volume up on the video. That way, if I hear myself, that way I know if I make a mistake or not. You see there, Sherman Sampson has won so many titles in his career. The Aggression Championship Wrestling, CCL, XGWL. I think those are the three main CW leagues that Sherman Sampson has been a part of in his career. I know that there's been others. Blacklist CAW on occasion. one of the things that I got is some new pillows, because one thing is that I think you're supposed to replace your pillows like maybe once every couple of years, and I think it's time, because I bought these pillows when I first moved in here, so I figured it's time to buy some new pillows because they don't cost. I mean, it depends on the price. As we get this match underway between Blake Stone and Sherman Sampson. So you have two different styles here. You got the high flyer, Sherman Sampson, and then you have the MMA fighter in Blake Stone. Because Sherman Sampson going up against his former teammates in the Anarchists. Ooh, nice maneuver by Sherman Sampson. And they'll go to external, keeping distance. He's going to have to, otherwise he's going to get ejection from ringside. Damn, blinking you missed it. Sherman Sampson getting the win. Short and quick. One thing is, there's times when Sherman lets me create his CEWs, and then whenever I create Sherman's main CEW, I make it look like him, like the real Sherman. Okay, awesome. And like on 2K25, because Sherman uploaded his CEWs on the PS4 version of 2K25, and I'm on the PS5 version. And then there's no crossplay, as like he gave me permission to create his CEWs, and yes, I made Sherman Sampson look like the real Sherman with facial hair. No. Okay, so let's get on the next match. Mercedes. Going one-on-one with Jade Kim. I'm trying to make that bed. That's a good list. As Jade Kim makes her way to the ring here, being accompanied by her tag team partner Nikki Cornejo. There's one thing they've won. They are multiple-time women's tag team champions, and also both of them have won the women's world title in the past. And both of them have won titles in Aggression Championship Wrestling as well. One thing is, I'm still trying to find a good tag team entrance for these two. Because I've tried the Broken Hardys, I've tried the Kabuki Warrior entrance. But it's still experimentation. What tag team entrance works best for these two? Well, honestly, so far, the one that's worked best has been the Broken Hardys entrance. Covered, and now, here we go, bell has rung, and here we go, Jade Kim. And one thing is, these two have actually fought against each other over in Phoenix Pro. As Jade Kim was part of BK4, and Mercedes was part of History. Ooh, what a face buster that was. Because one thing is, I can't really buy Mercedes and JC Wolf as faces, because they were way better as heels. That's just me, though. As Mercedes is trying to get herself hyped up here. Because one thing, just like how Jade Kim has worked best as a face throughout her entire career in CEW, whether it's here in XGWL or Aggression Championship Wrestling. And now look at this. Face first in the barricade. Because I honestly think that Jade Kim could do well in other CEW leagues. Because one thing is, on XGWL's X account, I made a post about how the XGWL roster is available to work in other CEW leagues. Because we gotta have a bit of collaboration. Even still, though, look at that side Russian leg sweep and now Mercedes just throwing punches at Jade Kim. Because that's the one thing we got to continue to reach out to other people in CEW. Cover one, even though they may not be our kinfolk, as in people that were closely associated in CEW. I reach out to outsiders more than anyone in CEW. And now look at this nice leg drop, because I have to. I gotta grow the fan base. And I know this is gonna pop up in the summary, in the AI summary, when I look at this afterwards, as these two ladies are trading blows right now. So these two have a bit of history here in their time at Phoenix Pro. Because Mercedes and JC Wolf have also worked in CCL and DCA. And now look at now look at this, as this one ends in a stalemate, as both these ladies now just trading punches here. And now Jade Kim, Irish whip, ducks underneath, and now trying to go for something, but Mercedes denied that one. And now clothesline, followed by another one. And now Mercedes sweeps the leg and getting fired up. And now look at this. Oh my God, what a neck breaker. Cover. 1, 2. And a kick out by Jade Kim. Well, let's see what and now the distraction by Nikki Cornejo buying some time for Jade Kim And now, oh, man, one thing, it seems like Mercedes has Jade Kim's number in this one. Because she hasn't asked for just about a lot of Jade Kim's offense and big moves. And now the cover by Mercedes. 1, 2. And that's it. Mercedes gets the win here. And what a win by Mercedes. And why is JC Wolf acting like he's the one that won the match when it was Mercedes that got the W? As the proud power couple are celebrating Mercedes' win. Alright, so let's get the next match going. And now let's go to our main event. What? An hour 26? Are you serious? Alright, so let's get the main event going. Because we have yeah, this is definitely a main event match. Trey Steele teaming up with Los Hermanos to take on Jimmy McMurray and the Snakes of Chaos. I know while they make their entrance, I have time to make the bed. Making his way to the ring now is Apophis. Because I know that in the recent past, that Sherman Sampson has called Jimmy Nick Mary a poo-poo, or looking like looking like Wrath from Mummies Alive, and we're calling him Snake Trouser. Because one thing is that Jimmy Nick Mary is definitely someone you don't want to mess with in CAW, because he has a long pedigree from not just from his own accomplishments, also from the pedigree of his family, of the Nick Mary family, from his parents, his grandparents, his children, aunts and uncles, cousins in CAW. Yeah, the Nick Mary is definitely a wrestling dynasty in CAW. But the only dynasty that can rival the Nick Marys is the Right/Loco dynasty. As in Tammy, her dad, mom, and uncle that competed a long time ago, back in the day. So XtremeTony, Sergeant Arturo Loco, to their cousin Mac into the Max Richard, to XtremeTony and Tammy's daughter Brianna Loco. Because there aren't too many families of CAW. And now, making their way to the ring, Los Hermanos, XtremeTony and Sergeant Arturo Loco. I almost called the team the Loco Brothers, but calling them Los Hermanos makes a lot of sense too. And now making his way to the ring, the XGWL Ultimate World Heavyweight Champion, Trey Steele, because obviously nothing is stronger than Steele. The number 2 overall draft pick of the 2010 CW draft. As the Playmaker starting things off here against the Red Snake. Because one thing is, the Playmaker has faced a lot of opponents that are much larger than him. And this match is no different. And now look at this headlock, and now look at this, showing off that technical prowess. Because there's been a lot larger opponents that have taken the fight to the Playmaker A straight up brawl. And the one thing is you can't out technical the playmaker. The only one that can is Apollo. And now the Death Snake getting the tag. But that's the one thing the playmaker's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to pick a body part, and just rip it to shreds. And now look at this. Nice neck breaker. And now tagging his brother in, Sergeant Abdul Loco. And now look at this. It's a 5'7", 198-pounder who has served our country, IRL especially. And now look at this. Code red by Sergeant Abdul Loco. Yes, my brother has actually served in the Air Force. I'm currently, in the reserve. And, oh, look at that power bomb! And a 1 count. One thing we do have to separate fact from fiction here, because there's a few differences between me and my CEW counterpart, my virtual counterpart, if you will. Now look at this. That didn't work. And now the tag to Jimmy McMary. So someone more the size of Sergeant Abdul Loco. Because believe it or not, Jimmy McMurray is actually the smallest out of his team. And now look at this. Cheap, dirty tactics are plenty from Jimmy McMurray. Now look at this, trips him up, and now going for the sharpshooter. But obviously that's not enough. And now look at this. Oh, Air Force facebuster. And now Sergeant Abdul Loco going for the cover and the save. And now Trey Steele getting the tag. Oh. Look at that blatant choke there by Jimmy McMurray. And again, because Jimmy McMurray is making a statement because he wants to compete for the XGWL Ultimate World title. And now Kofa is taking a cheap shot at the playmaker. And now look at the strength of Trey Steele. That's delayed vertical suplex. And now Trey Steele with that one-hitter quitter. And one thing about Trey Steele, he has that blend of power and technical ability. Something he learned from Apollo. Now look at this. Oh, good counter by Apophis. Because Apophis is definitely a veteran. Been around since 2004. Now the Red Snake in the tag finally cover. And we get some 1 count. And look at that takedown. And Trey Steele just going after the arm of the Red Snake. or that is the fire snake. Yeah, Trace Hill with the repeated elbows to the head of the fire snake. Ooh, nice leg drop. Cover. One. And yeah, hey, that rhymes. And now throwing another one-hitter quitter punch. I was stripped by the red snake. Ducks underneath. And Trace Hill with the counter. And now, ball away slam this time. And now, trying to go for something, but countered by the red snake. Look at that neck breaker. And now the playmaker gained the tag. And now look at this. Oh, Charger suplex. And now XtremeTony looking to put things away here. And yes, there is a difference between me and my CAW counterpart in the ring right now, Andre Popper. Keep in mind, the XtremeTony you see right now in the match is different from the man that's talking to you right now. That's why I use the monikers. Like, if I talk about me, the real me, I'm saying, oh, I'm your homeboy, XtremeTony. And then when I'm talking about the babyface version of my CAW counterpart, called the Playmaker. And then the heel version of me, the living proof. And now look at this nice half and half suplex by the Playmaker. And now the Playmaker, Irish whip to his team's corner, getting attacked to his brother, Sergeant Abdul Local. Just like how there's a bit of a difference between my brother IRL and his CAW counterpart. Oh, good counter by the Red Snake. Because IRL, there's really three differences between me and my brother. Oh, when the Red Snake taking down Sergeant Abdul Local. Damn, what a clothesline by the Red Snake. Just stomping away here. Cover. And now tagging in the Death Snake. And now going for the sharpshooter. Let's see what Sergeant Abdul Local wants for here. And no, counter by the Death Snake. Damn, I know something, but it didn't work. Oh, what a powerbomb! And now, Dan tried to go for a cheap shot on Trey Steele, but that didn't work. And now look at the strength here. Oh, what a sit-up powerbomb. And now Jimmy McMurray getting the tag. And now looking like a vulture, try to pick apart the carcass, but that's not going to work. But oh, does plant some with that spine buster. And look at that back suplex. And now Trey Steele with the tag. Look at this. Nice snap suplex, run for the pin now. And now the playmaker getting the tag. Oh, look at that suicide dive by the playmaker. And now look at this, going for, oh, another half and half suplex. And now look at this, going for the lightning bolt. And as a friend would say, it's super effective. And now the XtremeTony, the playmaker, looking to put things away with Padre Popper. Has him up on the shoulders. And oh, connects with it. That's gotta be it. And shoots the half, rolls the cover. One, and the save. And now roll up, cover. 2 count. Now look at this. A straight jacket neckbreaker by and now Sergeant Arturo locally in tagged in. Gotta go for the sharpshooter, but Stephen McMurray said no way. Now look at this, another again with that cheap dirty tactic of breaking his face with the rope. Look at this. This is what Sergeant Arturo has to do. What a neck breaker by Apophis. Sergeant Arturo looking to set up for the Air Force Face Buster. And connects this time. Cover. Oh, 2 count. And now Trey Steele getting the tag. And now try to go for the 1,000 leg plunge. Ooh, connects. Damn, look at that clothesline. And now look at this flexing. And oh, what a counter by Apophis. Just stomping away at the arm of Trey Steele. Tagging in the Death Snake now. Another fall slam. And repeats with another follow slam. And Tracy will get in the crowd behind him. Damn, hits him with another one-hitter quitter. And now look at this, Trey Steele. Damn, takes him down and now going for the Rings of Saturn. And the save by Apophis. And oh, look at that slam by the Death Snake. And now the Red Snake getting tagged in. And now look at this. Oh man, counter by the Red Snake. And now, what's going to happen here? And now Red Snake taking a cheap shot at, but Trey Steele prevented that. And now look at this, play up for another standing delayed vertical suplex. Trey Steele rolling to the outside, as is the Red Snake. Look at the strength here by the Red Snake. Oh man! And now Trey Steele has him up on the shoulders. What a takedown. And now going for the Rings of Saturn again. And oh, Red Snake tapping out. As we go through the highlights in this one, it's been a good match between these two teams. God, what a... Man, what a match between and the good guys get the win. And Trey Steele's the one that makes it happen. Alright, let's do a bonus match. What should be the bonus match? Let's pick something real quick. I practically threw my all the best talents on it. Wait, actually no. There's still someone I can call upon to. And every once in a while, I am going to throw a bonus match at the end, just in case something were to happen. Just in case the matches run a little too quick. Because that last match lasted almost half an hour. You see there the XGWL Women's World Champion, the Queen Bee, just quaking. And stop being so needy. Huh? What you said you play? Let's see, as the Queen Bee is set her opponent, Alice Moonlight, being accompanied by Alice Blackwell. For those who don't know, Alice Blackwell is daughter of Aggression Championship Wrestling legend Peter Blackwell. Because recently in Aggression Championship Wrestling, Peter Blackwell and Sherman Sampson have formed a bit of a tag team. And one thing is that Moonlight and over in Aggression Championship Wrestling, Moonlight and Alice Blackwell have gone back and forth between teaming up and facing off against each other. But one time they formed different teams and they feud against each other, like Team Aqua versus Team Magma. But then, in recent times, they teamed up again over in Aggression Championship Wrestling. They're Tammy, Moonlight. As Moonlight is also another former Women's World Champion here in XGWL as we get this one underway here. And Tammy, oh, nice springboard crossbody. Because this is definitely going to be a good match between these two. Because these two never disappoint. And look at that. Oh, what a knee by the Queen Bee. And you see at ringside the beehive in Tammy's corner. And then in Moonlight has Alice Blackwell in her corner. Because Moonlight and Alice Blackwell have previously held the XGWL Women's Tag Team Championships in the past. Look at that knee right there. Look at that. Tammy. Oh my god. Repeated boots to the face there. And now, what's Tammy about to do here? As both ladies are fighting down on the outside. Oh, inverted atomic drop, or the alternate name for that is the Manhattan drop. And now, oh my god, face first on the outside. So, one time with the, what the hell? Oh, before another count on victory. Damn. Alright, so let's start wrapping things up because I know it's barely over 2 hours. But so let's start wrapping things up. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share throughout the socials, and let everyone know about what I'm doing here. Because I would like to get to 500 subscribers. So right now, at the time of this recording, I'm at 464. So with all that being said, this has been your homeboy XtremeTony. Thank you all for watching. Y como siempre, I bid you guys adios in the next XGWL live super show. Because next week is going to be... I need to change the page on the calendar in my room. Because on the calendar I have cars, classic cars. 1965 Ford Falcon convertible. Because next week we're going to have... I'm going to do a special Veterans Day for next week's show. So, thank you all for watching. Como siempre, I bid you guys adios, and we'll see you guys next time.